Deidre here, and I'm on to do a really quick review on two items I recently purchased at Sephora. Alright, so just to give you a little bit of backdrop on me and the products that I use to line my eyes. I use the MAC Black Track liquid gel liner. Well, it's not liquid. Gel. I use a gel eyeliner. I do have the angle brushes. I have the big one, the little one, and I have the 209 MAC brush with the straight bristles or whatever. To be quite honest with you, I really don't know if they have a smaller one in this. I thought I purchased a smaller one, but it's not super thin enough for me to create, like, I tend to wear a cat eye almost every day. So it depends on how dramatic I want my cat eye. If I want it like super dramatic, or if I want it low key, which is what I tend to use on a daily basis, is a low key kind of cat eye. But my point is, it doesn't create that sharp point thingy on my face. What it does is it creates like a I don't know, a thick line, which I like from my inner corner of my lid to the out, but as far as like coming up, it's just a little too thick. Yeah, and obviously it's the way I'm applying it. I'm not a makeup artist, so yeah. And for two, the truth of the matter is that I'm not taping my face. Okay, so anyway, so I use the gel liner in conjunction with the Stila liquid liner. You have to forgive it. It does not say Stila, but I'm being truthful when I say it is Stila. I like Stila, and I've had no complaints with it. But it's the, you know, I tend to use the same stuff all the time, and I'm not unhappy with it. But I wanted to try something new. So I recently went to Sephora and I picked up liquid liner called Punker, and I picked up the Kat Von D Trooper. Okay, so we'll start with Punker. Punker is short, and as you can see, has a felt tip as well, but it's fat and stubby, and it actually creates very thick lines. First, in my opinion, you can get a dramatic thick line without having to do that overlapping to build up to the thick line, which is a plus. And it also can create a thin line as well. The downside to it for me is that it's like a felt marker. And it has, because the body of it is so short, it doesn't, you know, it's like I'm freestyling on my face, okay? And not to say that I can't, but I'm not that good at it, so. But I'm going to keep it because I actually do like it. I've mixed it with my gel liner, or I use it in conjunction with the Stila, and it gave me a nice end result. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say about it too is that you have to build up to the rich black. So the first time you put it on, it doesn't come out like a rich matte black. It goes on, like I said, like a marker. So you have to kind of go over it once or twice to actually get that thick, rich matte black. Okay, and so moving right along to, where did it go? Oh, to Kat Von D Trooper. Okay, so I'm just gonna start off by saying I did not like this eyeliner. And so we're gonna start with the pros first, and then we'll get to the absolute cons. Okay, so pro is, it looks like Stila, sounds like Stila, has a sharp pointy tip like Stila. It just doesn't go on like Stila. And what I mean by that is, all you liquid liner users, y'all know what I'm talking about. You put it on your eye, you start with your baseline, and then you start with your thin line, you come out and you create a thicker line. Of course, in order to get that thicker line, you have to overlap it. This product does not overlap itself very well. So that was a downside. So I don't know what were some of the issues with why it wasn't overlapping itself, but the issue I experienced was that in the process of overlapping itself, it was kind of like sticking onto itself. So it was like, you know, that kind of thing. Another thing, it goes on like a shiny kind of black, like a wet black, and I personally don't like that. I already have combination skin. I have my little, you know, oily spots or whatever the case is. The last thing I really want is some shimmery stuff on my eyelids. Like, so that was a little bit of a turn off. So yeah, can we say return? Return. Yeah, it's going back. So anyway, that pretty much concludes my review. One of the main reasons why I wanted to come on here and do it is because you know, I'm always on YouTube looking at different reviews about different products. So I was kind of searching reviews for eyeliners because I was, like I said, I was in the neighborhood of just trying to add something to my collection and try something new. So I came across a YouTube video where she wasn't necessarily doing a review on the Kat Von D liquid liner, but she was doing a review on something else, and she mentioned that it had staying power. So naturally, I was kind of like, I want to try that. And I did, and I don't like it. But there's so few reviews out there. I didn't see any on Punker, and I didn't see any on the Kat Von D. Of course, when you walk into Sephora, they have, like, on the end caps, they have all these different, they have one end cap displaying all these different mascaras. They have another end cap displaying all these different liquid liners. Kat Von D was on there. Punker was on there. Like I said, I picked them up, and I wanted to try them. Kat Von D will be returned back to the shelf, but I'm going to keep Punker. I actually liked it. So I hope you had gotten a little something out of this review, and deuces. Thanks for watching.